All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning. I want to give a quick shout out to the wrestling savior, Shane Roy. The link's in the description box below. Check his channel out. He's trying to get 400 subscribers. He's, I think, at 325 as we speak. All right. Talk a little bit about last night's Smackdown. Um, when the corporate thing first started, I didn't like it, and I readily admitted that. And then it started to grow on me, but now that we are seeing it twice a week on Monday Night Raw and on Friday Night SmackDown, I think it's going to get old very, very quickly. Um, Something's got to give, something has to change because people are going to get tired of seeing the same thing night in and night out. Again, it opened up last night with Triple H coming out and basically addressing the roster, asking them if they had anything they wanted to say or questions they wanted to have answered. Um, RVD brought up the fact that Triple H brought him here and what has he done with him since. So RVD ended up getting a match with the WWE Champion Randy Orton last night on SmackDown. Kofi Kingston had a little bit to say. Triple H gave him a match with the Intercontinental Champion Curtis Axel. But all in all, it's been pretty much segments from at the beginning and at the very end of the show that are pretty much similar each and every night. So for me, the storyline's starting to get old already. There was some pretty good matches last night, um, and you know, there's rumors that Dolph Ziggler's in the doghouse with the WWE, and that very well could be so because he faced Ryback last night. And again, Dolph Ziggler gets beaten once again. We haven't seen Dolph win very often lately, and it might be for the fact that he is in the doghouse with the WWE. I don't know whether it's the remarks he made about Triple H recently or whatnot, but once a guy that was being pushed to no limits is now a man that very seldom ever wins. And that's just much of the same that's going on with Damian Sandow. He wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he never seems to win when we get to see him wrestle. So yeah, it's just a lot of things I'm trying to figure out within the WWE where they're headed, where things are leading to, and sometimes they leave us, you know, with that thought. Well, what are you guys really trying to do? I mean, obviously they're building up the match between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. Um, but like I said, this corporate thing cannot go on. I mean, a lot of people think this is going to go on until WrestleMania. I can't see this going on all the way until WrestleMania because I just think it would get boring and tiring very quickly. So something's got to give before the end of the year, I would think. Um, Now, really, with the way Daniel Bryan's getting beat up night in and night out, it does lead me to believe that eventually he is going to get the WWE title. Whether he keeps it very long or not, they may just pull another screw job on him, whereas he wins the belt, but he ends up losing it right away. It wouldn't surprise me. The way the WWE's been doing things as of late. Uh, I will say this, um, with him defeating Seth Rollins, um, he finally overcame the 3-on-1 deal, and he made himself look pretty good. Um, but again, you know, they have really made Randy Orton into really a superfied heel now. And, it's sort of funny because somewhere along the lines, somebody in the corporate is going to turn because, when it comes down to it, and us being WWE fans, we know this. You're not going to have a heel like that be the face of your company. I mean, it just, we know this is a storyline, and the direction they're leading into as far as that goes. But somewhere along the line, something's going to give. We haven't seen Vince for a while, so I'm just wondering whether Vince decides to change his mind and dispute Triple H or whatnot. I mean, there's a lot of different scenarios that could come into play, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see. You know, SmackDown was okay. You know, like I said, you're getting tired of seeing the beginning and ending segments with Triple H coming out. We also saw Big Show do his knockout punch on Heath Slater. Of course, he could have slapped him with an open fist and knocked him out anyway. That's what I think about Heath Slater. But all in all, he is one of those guys that he is sort of fun to watch because he's one of those guys that you like to see get beat up and whatnot. But yeah, so all in all, you know, I got through SmackDown with no problems. But now that when the shows start, when Raw starts and when SmackDown starts, and when they end, we sort of know who's going to be taking up most of the time. And you know, a lot of people have asked me about Monday Night Raw being on 3 hours, what I thought about if they went back to 2, and I would gladly like to see the 2 hours Monday Night Raw, because then maybe we wouldn't see so many of these segments. Maybe we'd see more wrestling like we used to in the past. But I think for now, as long as things are going well in the ratings with the WWE, they're going to continue the 3-hour Raw show and continue their long segments, and until something gives, you know, it's extra time, it's extra money. So I don't see it going away anytime soon. Another question somebody asked me was, do you think CM Punk's going to win the IC belt at Night of Champions? Well, at first I didn't even hear that the belt was on the line, but being Night of Champions, I would think it would have to be. And if CM Punk does win the Intercontinental belt, obviously he'll get to Paul Heyman. And if he does win the belt, he'll just be a way to bring more prestige honor to the Intercontinental title. I said this before in another video. So, but this Paul Heyman thing, I think really has to come to an end, unless out of nowhere Brock Lesnar comes back. But I don't see that happening anytime soon because he's under a major contract where he is only signed to do so many pay-per-views a year and so many Raw appearances. And Brock Lesnar's another topic for another video on another day. So I just wanted to get this video out there today, and we just go on from there. So everybody enjoy your Saturday. Hope everybody likes SmackDown. Just give me what your thoughts and opinions are as far as the beginning and ending segments go. If you feel the same way I do, I think it can get old very, very quickly. And I think only the Randy Orton fans and the Triple H fans are the ones who are really appreciating what's going on in the WWE right now. So, all right, guys, peace out. Take care. Have a great Saturday.